here locally in the community. Make sure y'all go check out New Cat Bodies by Jeremy.
Network broadcast. You can find us on Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, Facebook, and of course YouTube. Get all your NFL news here first.
Well, according to what I just read, the thuggery of the New York Giants hasn't stopped. Malik Neighbors took a swing while running back to the huddle at Kirby Joseph not too long ago, about 20 minutes ago to be exact, which started another benches clearing brawl. Evidently, they're going to continue to do that and be chippy whenever they get beat by something. Kirby was just trying to celebrate with his teammate for breaking up a pass on Malik Neighbors, and Neighbors took offense to it. This type of mentality can't go on. I don't know what's got to be done to get control. Yesterday, it got so bad that their GM tried to stop their teams from fighting. Um, Andrew Thomas overreacted, damn near gave Terrion Arnold a concussion, which he cleared protocol a little over an hour and a half ago. Thank God, because we saw what happened to that secondary without Terrion on the field. The entire afternoon, they torched us. Why? Because the CB2 play was not as good. Emmanuel Mosley tearing his pectoral yesterday, out for the season, which is a damn shame because the guy was making a comeback. He was starting to look like he'd be good. But at this point, he's had so many injuries. Should he consider retirement? We got Matt Henry saying good morning, JB. Good afternoon to you, sir. We got Buddy Conquito. Trace and Rickerson. God, what's up? Oh, just talking about camp so far. Disappointing lack of discipline. Um, it's more the Giants with the lack of discipline right now. They're the ones attacking our team. You haven't been paying attention. No, they did the early part of the offseason with the Giants. Now it's the Bears because they're in camp. That's how it worked. They did an early offseason free agency through draft, and then it switched to the Bears from the draft to preseason. It would be a wild episode, but from what I understand, Brian Daboll basically yesterday, after the first two drives were shut down by the Lions, and the Lions scored on two first drives. Both of them passes to Jamison Williams past their secondary, mind you. One was a deep ball, one was in the red zone. So after that, all of a sudden, Brian Daboll tells his team to quit laying down and taking it like a little bitch. And they started taking offense to everything good that happened. It started with the Levi and Wuzariki. He batted a ball down at the line. It hit Daniel Jones in the face mask. And they literally took offense to that. Greg Van Rotten started taking sucker punches on Levi. Then Terrion talked a little trash, and trash talk is a part of the NFL about Andrew Thomas letting him get in for a sack on Daniel Jones. He takes offense to that and hits him so hard he damn near caused a concussion. But yeah, let's say it's our lack of discipline. I love how you're putting that out there when it's the Giants' lack of discipline that's causing everything. I just watched the video. Celebrating with your teammates is supposed to be okay as long as you're not pointing at somebody and making fun of them. At least that's the letter of the rule that I heard seen. So I guess celebrating with your teammate is being undisciplined. Got it. No problem is undone. Again with the negative comments right off the rip. I understand, but it's the Giants that are initiating all of this. Oh, who initiates it? That's what starts all of this. Once they started it, do you expect our team just to lay down and take it? No. They're allowed to defend themselves, aren't they? Hmm, double standard there. Punishing both teams, I don't see it. I see whoever initiates it, not the reaction. Justin Pinnock, yesterday, Amon-Ra makes a great play, gets a first down. He walks up, takes offense when all Amon-Ra did was stand up and he swats the ball out of his hands. Do you expect Amon-Ra not to do anything? Sure. Okay. And Buddy Kinkito, I agree with you. I've watched every video of every fight, and the Giants instigated every single one of them. And I'm sorry, I like the fact we're defending ourselves. I like the fact that we're not sitting there and taking it. I haven't seen Vildor swing at anybody. I'm sorry, I didn't even know he was on the field. I'm going by the videos I've seen. I haven't seen the video clip. It is what it is, and it's gonna happen because Daboll instigated it yesterday. So his team came out with the same chip on the shoulder. It's their own coach instigated this. Stop laying down and taking it like little bitches. That was his exact words. So you got to start at the top. Where do I rate the Lions secondary? It's one of the better ones in the NFL, but if we keep having injuries, it won't be. I mean, they literally ranked the secondary as seventh best. It's not Campbell that reevaluates joint practices. It is the NFL that tells you what teams you will have joint practices with. But go ahead and put it on the coach. They had it as the seventh best secondary in the NFL, according to PFF. That was 3 weeks ago. And Brent DeWitt, ARSB, was right to save face and take offense. 100%. The Giants have been chippy every time they come in. And evidently, it's instigated by their coach because it's the same stuff each year. So maybe we shouldn't have the Giants on our preseason schedule 2 years in a row. It was 2 years ago when we smacked the Giants in their own house in the regular season. And I don't disagree with the seventh ranking. And that was before they even knew that Mosley was going to be contributing at any starting position. And it looked like Mosley was having a chance to take over for Amik Robertson. Not anymore. I think Ennis Rakestraw and Amik Robertson is the fight for nickel. And now you might see Vildor or Gilmore fighting for fifth. Campbell said these joint practices are very productive. He wasn't happy. If you remember 2 years ago in the one where we got in the fights. And then he went to the Colts one and everything went without incident. But you go, he says that these joint practices are more productive than the preseason games when all you're doing is evaluating talent. But what do I know as I'm done? I'm not a coach. I'm just going by what the coach said because they're in pads and it's in game situations that they're running against another team. Granted, they're using vanilla offense and vanilla defense. They're not showing, neither team is going to show all their hands in one spot because too many teams watch, too many people film. They don't want you to see everything. You might see one trick play each day from each team. Bandit, happy birthday, brother. Detroit fan report in the house. Giants were acting like children off the rip. They actually brought their Super Bowl banners to a joint practice. They came with the intention to start ship. Undone ripping on the discipline of our team when the Giants are into the game. Yeah, the Giants whooped that Lions ass. Yeah, if they didn't have to fight to do it, it'd be great. I'm just about sick of all the negativity. Everybody's looking at the bad side. They didn't come to set the mentality. Your coach had to fire them up and tell them to quit laying down like little bitches, Dan, because they were getting their ass whooped to start that camp. It's been tough so far, Lions with last names ending in Y. Badgley, Kaminsky, Mosley. Look out, Monty, Dorsey, and Scott Daly. Let's stay healthy, guys. They've fought against our team for 2 years in a row. According to who, JB? Reports that I saw off of Twitter from one of your sideline guys. Discipline of both teams. It's not hate. Many fans are commenting the same point on social media right now. It's been this way for 2 preseasons in a row, and the Giants have initiated most of this shit. And yes, could we walk away? Yeah, but we're not going to back down either. That's that kneecap biting attitude. We have enough grit that we fight back. Yeah, I care about fans' views about discipline. I'll wait to hear what Coach Dan has to say about it. How's that? It's unfortunate that there has to be fights. And anybody that doesn't think it's a damn shame that Mosley got hurt and calling him just an injury prone guy, they're serious injuries. It's not like he had a hangnail like Jonah Jackson and missed 4 games. Yeah, too bad they're made of glass and eventually they get hurt again. There, I said it. Media here, I want to see where it's at. Poor Mosley, he doesn't have strong titties like VD. I'm looking for that report I saw from yesterday. Just a second. Can't remember what show it was on. Ryan Broyles was a different guy. He didn't even make it out of his rookie year. It You know what? Then tell the Giants to quit fighting. Tell the Giants to quit starting it. Oh, we hope it's top 10. We haven't seen him develop a single corner. I don't trust AG. Yeah, he injured the one ACL at San Francisco. He injured the other ACL this past season, and now he's got a torn pec. But they're all blind guy walked into the Giants camp today. He took a deep breath and said, "Whoo, good morning, ladies." Thanks, Afro Man. I like it. Oh, thank you, Yoli. Our favorite Packers fan that comes in and comments that watches on Huddle Sports Network. We have 21 people watching. Where do I think Ayuk ends up? If it was me and I was in cap hell like the 49ers are next season, I think I would rather him go to New England or Pittsburgh. Um, going to going to Cleveland and getting Cooper back is nice, but guess what? That's going to be a lot of money. He's 28. Oh, yeah. It, he's in here already. I think he will win the slot over a Mink because I heard he's been doing a job. But Terrion Arnold leaving the field, the leadership in the secondary was gone, and we got torched after that. So you can say it's Straw and that's his best pick, but I think it's Terrion Arnold. That's just my opinion. Because guess what? You didn't hear about Straw getting a pick yesterday after Arnold went off the field, but Terrion had a pick before that. Hmm, interesting. Yeah, because now it's looking like our CB5 is either going to be Vildor or Gilmore or Dorsey. I haven't trusted AG since he's been here. And I'll say it again. If it isn't a top 10 defense, he has to go. Rakestraw stayed on the field, though. Yeah, because he wasn't possibly concussed. And Arnold locked down neighbors in the red zone today. Yeah, Arnold is that dog. They say neighbors had 9 targets and caught all 9 yesterday or today. Because I heard that he didn't catch anything till after Terrion Arnold went off the field. Hold up, don't start about. And I am going to start up about AG. This is his put up or shut up year. 5 days will be. Yes, I can't wait. This Sunday. Let's go. Alabama boys know how to lock down LSU receivers 100%. Yeah, Arnold is our unofficial CB2. See, and I heard different, Corey. Maybe they didn't start keeping track till after the first 2 series were done, Corey. We can only hope. I have no faith in his ability to coach up secondary. That's my problem with AG. He's been here for 3 years. He hasn't made one single cornerback better yet. Tell me which corner he coached up. We say he didn't have a lot to step up with, but every year they said our secondary was better, and yet it didn't get much better. That's my problem. And that is why I go there with AG. And I'm not going to get off of AG. It's my opinion. I can have my opinion. Neighbors swung at Kirby first. Yeah, and we switched them every year, but AG is the only constant. AG is the only defensive coach that have been here all 3 years. So yes, I point my blame at the guy that's been here all 3 years. Joshua Dorr in the building. How you doing, sir? Here, before you ask. Roar! I'm hyped to get to the regular season. The preseason games, it's about evaluating our depth. That's all it is anymore. Starters won't be taking the field. They already said less than 90%. AG will be the Jets head coach next year. Could be. Unless they have as good of a season as they expect to with the roster they got. But that all hinges on whether Aaron Rodgers stay healthy or not. Aaron Rodgers go down, they won't have a good year. Miami, will Tua stay healthy another season? He gets a concussion, he's out for the year. That'll be his third concussion in 3 years because he had 2 in 1 year. Technically 3, but they got away with 1. Yes, we definitely will, but I get it. Some I just think people forget about the games we struggled offensively and the defense saved us, but I get JB, it's time. Smoke a J, you were a dog on X commenting on these. You know what? Don't bring up my personal life in my stuff. I don't care. My personal life has nothing to do with my sporting stuff. That is not what we're here to talk about. So make another comment like that, you will be off of my show. Stephanie, none of they're calling us pussycats. Hello, what up, though? Hello, Stephanie. Nice to see you. Yeah, they can say that, but you know what? We haven't given up. What I do with my personal life is my own opinion. If you wanted to message me and say stuff like that, I'm good. If you wanted to talk about it outside of a show, I'm good. But my personal life stays out of here unless I choose to talk about it. All men love half naked girls, Jeremy. I got your back. Turbo going to get banned from the channel. If he continues it, he will. But everybody's right. FTP, that's the way it is. It's going to be FEA soon. FEA is what it'll be soon. It'll have all three of our opponents in the North stuff on there. So my titties are on or off the table. God, Orlando. They're right here. They're not on a table, they're off. This is to everyone that comes in here. Show JB respect. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. I try to address the chat. I try to have fun with it. I try to talk sports. I talk football. This is a football show about the Detroit Lions. It'll be Turbo Jet him if he doesn't stop talking about personal stuff. Hey, that's awesome. I love the shirt. I just got it. So looking forward to this weekend going down to training camp. Anybody else going to camp other than Trace and myself? I know that Will Rock, Eric, I can't ever say his last name. The Uperlite will be there. Um, I heard Braylon Dennis is going. Who else is going this Sunday to camp? I don't want to bust. I don't want to show respect. No, there's a difference. You don't attack my personal character on here, buddy. My ex is no longer a broadcast page. I'm here to talk football. Yeah, I'm going to camp this Sunday, August 11th. The Lions training camp. The preseason game is Thursday. Oh, the views and opinions of Jeremy Ballrick Jr. does not reflect that of this channel. It's an attack on my character. You're going to the third preseason game versus Pitt? That's cool. Yeah, that's all it was about. I don't want that stuff up here. If I wanted it up here, I'd be putting pictures up like that, but I don't put pictures up like that. All right, undefeated preseason means you're going to go. Undefeated preseason means you're going to win nothing in the regular season for New York. Got it? Because that's what usually happens if you go undefeated in the preseason. You hit the basement. Got it. I asked if their titties were off the table, so I'm good. That had nothing to do with it. I'm just. That's exactly what I want, though. Go ahead. I don't ever want an undefeated preseason again. I could care less about preseason wins. They mean about as much as the counterfeit money does. Nothing. Let's get back to football. So far, I haven't heard anything about Zeitler's shoulder injury. Laporta is dealing with the hamstring. That's why he hasn't been on the field. Brian Branch, I don't know. I haven't had a chance to see anything other than about the fight is the only report I got so far. Right. And that's my point, Brent. It looked like we were always responding to their retaliation. And it was after Jamo scored his second touchdown that Brian Daboll got upset. And ever since then, we've had these fights every time something good happens for the Lions. I mean, at least it wasn't fights in our own camp because I watched the Packers family night and Jair Alexander was fighting with two of his own wide receivers because they made plays on him. Malik Heath and I think the other one was Watson. Oh, Wicks. Joint practice at risk because of the fights? I doubt it because they've increased how many we do after all the fights that were last year. Remember, it was one a year the past 2 years, and now it's two a year. They increased it, and I think it's because when they talk about the fights in the media, brings in more clicks, more viewers, more stuff because it's more stuff to talk about. We got half the fans says, "Hey, I love it when I hear about the fights because that shows fire," and the other half says, "Yeah, we're so undisciplined." Blah blah blah. Giants are salty, salty, salty. Yes, that's what I'm getting at. Boy, the coffee tasted good. Let's piss the whole league off with 15 wins. LOL. Go Lions. I love it, T-Bone Low. Yeah, and it started with neighbors. Kirby was walking up to celebrate with the guy that stopped him from making a catch. He wasn't even looking at neighbors, and neighbors swung on him. In the video I just saw, but maybe I saw it from the wrong angle. It doesn't matter. A fight's a fight. Isn't that neighbors with a no? Yeah. It took you knocking a couple players out to beat us. I get it. All good. Got to play dirty to win. That's up to you, especially in a practice. Talking about a practice. Let's win in practice to suck in the real game. That's what it sounds like to me. Am I wrong? I don't know. We'll see. So yeah, right now they got Arnold at the CB2. They got a Meek at CB3. They got Rakestraw backing up Davis right now. But I think that'll change. Neighbor smacked his penis lid while he passed, and Kirby came back throwing fists. I love it. I don't know. I haven't heard anyway. By the way, JB, you're the only person in Cyberland that says my name correctly. LOL. Hey, uh, it reminds me of Tone Loc, T-Bone Lokes. That's why I said it. because right now on this show, it's just me, myself, and I. But you know what I think about our viewers for the most part?
Awesome!
They're awesome. My viewers are awesome 99.9% of the time. All that giant aggression, they probably only win 5 or 6 games all year. So that is what you were going for when you went for that name, was like T-Bone Lokes, like Tone Loke. Got it. I mean, immediately when I said it, the very first time I read your name, I said T-Bone Lokes, I think. I didn't say T-Bone Locks or T-Bonna Locks or something like that. How many fights went down today? So far, the only one I know about is the Neighbors and Kirby one. There might be more because, good Lord, we know the Giants are chippy. Whiny little bitches. Let me go take a look. Camp operations, Lions don't take no shit, according to Corey Woods. And here it is, the report. Brian Daboll gets heated as Giants Lions as the practice boils over. And there it is. It's a report right here on the New York Post saying that Daboll is the one that instigated. Yes, from my younger years in LA. Right now, the only fight I know about is the Neighbors Kirby Joseph and then a benchers clearing brawl right after. I haven't heard anything else yet. I want to say to Tammy Mallory, thank God your son is okay after being in a car wreck the other day. I'm glad he's safe. I'm glad he was unharmed. It's by the grace of God. I don't know if you're watching, but I just wanted to say that publicly. Last night, got to see Despicable Me 4. And yes, it's still funny. I love the Minions. One Giants reporter said that yesterday on X, the Lions were trying to bully the Giants. That's because in the first 2 series we were. Yep, Neighbors is strictly going up against Arnold, and they are about 50-50 right now. Yeah, it does suck butt that we lost Mosley. Everybody sit there and saying, "Oh, he's injury prone and this and that." He was making contributions and looking like he was going to be a starting guy on this roster, and it sucks because prior to camp and everything else, Mosley was considered to be depth at best. Giants had to be encouraged that their QB was jumping into the phrase. That'll probably make his teammates play a little harder for him, than they need all the help they can get. +1, Brent DeWitt. We're 40 minutes in, and I still have yet to hear the report on Zeitler yet. I hope it's nothing serious. I hope he's only going to be out a week or something like that, that it's like a shoulder stinger or something like that. If anybody hears anything about Zeitler, let me know. Losing Mosley for the season sucks. Getting Terrion Arnold back evidently is a blessing. Yeah, Mosley could be a CB room mentor too. I understand that, but if he's IR'd, he'll be in street clothes, and it kind of sucks. Somebody a keyway? What is a Kiwi? Mosley is on the IR now. Mosley was going to make the team, but now that he tore his pec and is out for the season, he'll go to the IR like Comiskey. Yeah, because they're too busy injuring our guys. I get it, Leonard. I'm just giving you shit. I will say kudos to Thibodeau. Most years I'd have 27 players with knee injuries. You haven't played on your home field yet. That's why. Just saying. We are practicing at Quest. It's just as bad. But you're not practicing there today. You're practicing at Allen Park. You guys are on a real field, so you're not getting hurt. I can't wait to do this again with this young man. Yeah, IR means he does not have to be included in the 53. I heard out for season. That was the last I heard. If that changed, I'll let you know shortly. I'll look it up. Out indefinitely. I could have swore you guys were here. Yeah, because there's an awful lot of Lions banners hanging around that practice field. Yeah, they said that's still part of the process. They don't know. More than likely, it'll be the end of the year. I've heard some good things about the UDFA Norris and the UDFA CB that was on our practice squad last year. Just before we were here. Could be wrong. Oh, we must be there. I was mistaken, but I could have swore it was here. Sure is a lot of Honolulu blue up there. Yeah, we're home. Pretty sure of it. Yeah, I was looking too. I didn't see anything on Zeitler. Dr. Lau put out his video before knowing about Mosley. He seems to be pretty close on his return from injury predictions. I'm just hoping he puts out a video after these joint practices. Ah, oh, okay. I just see a lot of Honolulu blue hanging up. Then we must have brought banners with us or something then, because I saw pictures from the field. Okay, yep, we're at Giants. Okay. And we're away for the Chiefs, and I think we're home for the Steelers. Yep. I couldn't see the building. Yeah, the third tight end's heating up. Mitchell might be on. I think Mitchell was the fourth already because Zylstra's back. Yep, and they like Hess a lot. He's battling with Zylstra for the 3 spot. Mitchell keeps sliding down the depth chart. I think he's right now he's listed at 5 for tight end. So I was mistaken, and I admit when I'm mistaken. I admit when I'm wrong. Unlike some people, they don't admit when they're wrong. I like being able to be honest about it. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. 2 points VD, -7 everyone else. Thank goodness. DC said Zeitler's injury was minor and he'll be back soon prior to Detroit on X. That's good. That is very good news because the last thing I wanted was that to be a major injury because then you're probably looking at Mahogany as a starter in his rookie year. Mm-mm-mm. The coffee was delicious this day. So again, who's your line for the season? I always pick a rookie and a vet. One rookie, one vet. Who's your Lions? Let's hear it. My vet's Hutchinson. My rookie, I haven't heard that Mahogany's back yet, but I know he's our best offensive guard on the roster outside of who's starting. T-Bone Lokes. Yes, I remember when Spielman had a bicep or pec injury. And I wouldn't be upset at Mahogany starting at right guard either. I think he might be good. That isn't my point. Offensive linemen have the easiest transition from college to the NFL for one thing. Um, the second easiest is defensive line. After that, everybody else. They said running back Jefferson is having a very good camp. Be nice to trade him for a bag of balls or a 7th round pick or donuts. I hear you. We've heard about Jefferson having good camps before. I take it with a grain of salt. Unless somebody gets majorly injured, I don't see him being even a running back 4 on the active roster if we carry 4. Thank you, Turbo. I appreciate it. And T-Bone Loke says my vet has to be Goff and rookie Arnold. Colby right now is being listed as a backup tackle because of the how raw Manu is, and more than likely he'll be barely on the 53 if they do keep him on the 53. He might be a protected practice squad guy. I hope he doesn't fall to the practice squad after the 53 cut because I think he's going to get picked up by somebody. I think out of the vets we have, I think Betger or Awasika would be the only ones I'd even consider starting over Mahogany if Zeitler was out. That's what I'm saying. It wouldn't be Colby. Colby's a natural tackle when he came out of college. He was bookends with, I believe, with Connor Galvin, aren't they both? Hutch and Rakestraw for me. I already know Arnold is going to be really good. Like it. I know, but he does have minimal experience at guard. And it's awful experience for Sorsdal. I think Manu might be playing. Hutch is struggling against Element. It is what it is. Yeah, fuck the Packers, fuck the Giants. There we go. And as a matter of fact, there it is. FTP. FTP. Put it in the chat. Chant it like you would Jared Goff. If Goff and Jamo have chemistry, we could be looking at one of the greatest offenses in league history. How many years is considered a vet for football? Anything over 3 years, because that's the average life expectancy in the NFL. This is Hutch's third season. Fuck the haters. 2 more days till we got football to watch. Tomorrow will be the pregame show where I'm going to go over some things and we'll talk about what happened today. Oh, fuck the homers. Gotcha. Oh, am I starting to worry a little bit about the backup QB? Not really. I don't. I do not have a problem at backup quarterback unless they want to run Suckfeld as the 2 because we've seen what he does at the NFL level and it sucks. Oh, got to talk about my other sponsor. It is Brandon Service right at the corner of South Grand Traverse or West Atherton Road in Flint, Michigan. 602 West Atherton Road in Flint, Michigan. Flint, where the water sucks, but the tire is good. Come on in. Used tires starting at $40. New tires, call and get your quote. 810-233-8230. Talk to George, Red, or myself. Manu or Aleem at fullback sounds like a sure yard for whoever the running back is. Yes. I want to say thank you to each and every one of you in the chat. It's been fun. It's just, you know, sometimes before you make a statement on a show, my sister gets tires from there all the time. That's amazing, Trace. If she ever needs a set of tires, make sure she mentions my name and she'll get $10 off. What do you think about the Lions making a play for Cooper Rush? I don't think Dallas is going to get rid of him because Dak is mediocre in the postseason and Trey Lance sucks. I think Cooper Rush is their QB too, and they won't move on from him. At least if I was Jerry Jones, I wouldn't do it. But I want to say thank you to everybody in the chat. And our new Huddle Sports outro is here for the intro. And have a great day, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow at noon.
Huddle Sports Network broadcast. You can find us on Roku TV, Amazon Fire Stick TV, Facebook, and YouTube. Get all your sports news here first. The daily podcasts are Ken and Ken in the Morning, Lions Talk with Smoking Jeremy B, Wrestling Roundup, The Big Football Show, and more, Shield TV, Lions Villain Report, and Red Zone Rant. The afternoon podcasts are Valhalla, Grosef Sports, WCFL Dolphins Talk, The Cheap Seats, The Bodkin Show, Spirit of Detroit Podcast, and Maniacs. The nightly podcasts are Hallis Hall Report, Frozen Tundra Network, Skull Gang 365, The Huddle Sports Network Open Mic, First and 10 with Foz, Main Event Football Show, Prime Sports World, The Man Cave, Prim and Proper Sports. Spitballing Podcast, Lions Fan Cave Chat, Puckett, 313 Den Podcast, The Guys Huddle, Shots from the Sideline, Let's Talk Sports, The Michigan Truth Sports Podcast, Off the Rails. NFC Northeast, Power Hours.